Zoom now allows you to put on-screen graphics, lower thirds, messages, even logos directly on your webinar feed for your audience, all through our Production Studio tool. Very exciting day for Production Studio. Let's take a look at how it works. Here I am in the Production Studio Scene Creator tool. Again, if you're unfamiliar with Production Studio, this allows you to create up to 50 unique scenes for your webinar. Scenes can include media, videos, obviously your participant, your panelists, video content, even in different looks, different aspect ratios, borders, different wallpapers, all kinds of different ways to really make your Zoom webinar look more like a broadcast experience. Super, super exciting. So here's what it looks like to build a scene, but what I really want to show you is our new on-screen graphic overlay tool. It's down here. So we're going to add lower thirds to this scene. So maybe we want to put a speaker name on this scene or some sort of other graphic. So let's do this. Let's make this Ed scene. So here's Ed Robertson. I always spell his name wrong. Sorry, Ed. And he is our event speaker for the day. There's his name. I can also then add various templates to it. So let's add the image here. I've already uploaded a company logo. So there's our company logo there. That's pretty simple to add. You can see it has been added here to the scene. Just a company logo there has been added. And I can even manipulate the color. So maybe I want this whole thing to be white. Now that bar is nice and white. Or maybe I want it to be maybe a brighter yellow, something that really maybe creates some nice contrast for us. However I want to do that. I'd like to animate it. I think that would look really, really nice. I'll show you an example of what that looks like when we flip to the operator side. But for now, I think this looks really, really nice. I now have a nice lower third that zooms in. Let's see if I can get it to animate here. If I click away from it and then click back, you see a lovely little animation there. So super, super simple tool to add a simple little branded graphic down there. You can also do things like preset if it always shows or if it auto hides, things like that. Let's do another scene and another graphic, and then we'll jump over and look at the operator side here. So again, Production Studio allows you to create different layouts. So maybe later in this this webinar, we're going to do a Q&A moment or an interview moment or a podcast moment, something like that. Well, I really like a vertical look for my presenters. And let's, instead of doing a lower third, let's encourage people to ask questions. So let's say we're here to answer your questions. Q&A is open, and be sure to engage in chat. Whatever message I would want to send to my audience, and now I can customize this look and feel. So again, I can use a preset look. Let's find our company logo here. Here's my logo. I think that would just look so appropriate. Starts to make this show look really, really polished. So real quick, yeah, image good, animation good. My text is set. I think that all looks really, really nice, and maybe that's the message that I want to send there. So pre-establish these messages. Now let's jump into this webinar and look at what it looks like from the Production Studio operator side. All right, I've joined the webinar as a host or a co-host, and I've launched Production Studio. If you didn't know, Production Studio is built right into the Zoom client. No third-party software required, just the Zoom app that we all know and love. So here it is. I'm operating Production Studio, and all the scenes we built are here. So I have maybe an opening countdown video of some sort. I have maybe a marketing video that I want to play here to get everything kind of kicked off. That's a really, really great look. But what I really want to show you today is how to manage those titles. So here's the scene for Ed. We saw the little animation fly in there. And when I'm ready to send this scene live to my audience, I send it live, the little animation appears right on him, and off we go. There's Ed giving his presentation with a lovely lower third with our company logo. Let's take a look at the other type of message here, which may be more of an on-screen graphic. So maybe Ed is going to talk for a little while, get everything started. Well, let's build our panel look or our conversation look. So here I can now bring in my panelists into this scene. I could pre-build this, or I'm just building this on the fly, drag and drop, real easy to operate here. Here's my 3 presenters. I want to send them live with this message. But maybe this isn't the message I quite want to send right now. We can edit and change this on the fly. So here I've toggled over here to titles. Really great look here. I can turn on or off these name tags if I want. Maybe they're a little bit distracting. I'm going to leave them on for right now. But maybe instead of "we're here to answer your questions," we want to say "we'd love to hear from you." Might be a little better message. Maybe our audience today is a little more casual. All kinds of different things we could say down in this section. So I can change that on the fly. I'm going to auto hide it after, let's say, 8 seconds there. When I'm ready, I send the scene live. Now my 3 presenters are in this lovely look. Here, let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see. Everything on the right is what my webinar audience is seeing. And there, you saw the auto hide of the message send. If I want to manipulate the on-screen graphic, no big deal. Grab the scene that's live. We're here to help. Get that ready. Auto send, auto hide is there. Send it live. There's a fresh message, again with my company logo, with my brand, with my fresh message there, ready to go. And there's the auto hide. When I'm ready to move on to the next thing, I can move on to the next thing, but I can edit these on the fly. I can add any messages now to any scene throughout my production. Let's go back here to Ed. Maybe Ed's going to wrap up our webinar. Again, we get his lovely little lower third with an auto hide after a little bit. But now you can see, built right into Zoom, right into Production Studio, the ability to do lovely, simple, animated on-screen overlays, and encourage you to check it out. This feature is only available with Zoom Webinars Plus and Events. Have a great day.